Hi, welcome to Prey. This is part 2 of the walkthrough to get basically everything.
Morning, Morgan.
We're going to get all the sympathetic choices, save all the people, get all the emails, find all the things, get all the neuromods. We're going to mix up the skills a bit, just for convenience, and also necessity. You're going to need hacking and mimic in order to read all the emails. At least that's what I had when it triggered on my save. Anyway, this is the second loop round. First day in the office. After first day in the office, this one's Breakout. So you start in the apartment. You can loot stuff now because we're not going to restart again, so we'll actually remember all the things you found. Check out the computer. There's 6 emails saying, get out, get out, get out. No danger, leave now, oh no. Nothing in the bathroom or there apart from some books if you want to read those. There might be one of the Starbender trilogies, but we're going to find lots more. Lots of food in the kitchen, as you'd expect, and a little note that you can grab too. But make sure to loot thoroughly in there. Then when you're ready, grab the suit and head out. So far, so similar. Big difference here. The lovely lady, maintenance lady, is now dead. So grab her wrench and loot her corpse, Patricia Varma. And then you've got a few choices. You can either smash the glass that leads to the balcony, you can smash the glass in the kitchen near the fridge, or you can smash that fishing thing. Whichever one you choose, get through into this back room out of the soundstage. Grab the booze there, some frayed wire there, and then we're going to jump up a little bit, not there, but over this side. Don't miss that booze either. And then turn around and you'll see a frayed wire and a coiled tube, or whatever it is. Frayed wire and used plastic tubing. There we go. On there. Then when you're done with that, you can open these doors which lead back into the hallway. There's no real point. It just helps me get a sense of where we are. Then either go around to the left or the right. It doesn't really matter. And you'll find yourself in this room on the other side of the soundstage. There's some tubing there and some tubing up there. And then there's this room on the right, which has a handful of treasures in it. The safe code there for the safe, which we will pick up in the mission Office with a View. But the code doesn't change in any playthroughs, unlike some of the other ones. The password for that computer is on a post-it right there. There's 3 relatively boring emails, but you'll need them for the email achievement. And then for the code on the safe, in a room with a view, when you watch your Neuromod tape there, an Office with a View, you can see the code on the side there. So I just spliced that in from ahead. But it's 5150, and that one never changes. There is a chipset in there, which is pretty useful. We're going to grab another chipset as well up on here, which is, we're doing missions all kinds of out of order here, to be honest. Just because, it's about getting the achievements, not getting the side missions in the right order. We'll do another one of those. But yeah, that's another way. And then there's a computer here with a couple of emails and the utility to play some audio clips if you want to listen to them. But at the very least, check the emails. There's a shortcut here if you don't want to traipse through the helicopter zone. You can jump up onto these pipes and onto those stairs, and that's going to bring you up there. But there is down here some frayed wire and some plastic tubing, and then if you want to go the correct, proper way, it's around this way. Not there, this way. Where we turned left into the room earlier. That comes out by the cupboard. So from the cupboard here, go through the door with the red light and into the exit. There's the helicopter, run across Transstar. You can smash the looking glass around the side here, but I didn't really find much of anything. It sort of leads all the way around, but it just seemed empty. There's a med kit, there's a computer freaking out trying to switch between 2 scenes and it can't really decide, so you can tell it to stop on one. Don't miss the supply crate thing there. You can go back in and do the testing room as well if you like. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't get you anything though. Watch out for the mimic on the right here in the glass. Mimics, the easiest way to deal with these guys at this stage is just to circle around them and whack them with the wrench. They tend to attack directly forward, so as long as you're constantly strafing either to the left or the right, don't switch. And just circle around them. You shouldn't ever really take any damage. It obviously gets a little bit trickier if there's 2 or even 3 of them, but we'll deal with those as we see them. Nothing to loot off that corpse, strangely, or not. I guess it's just trying to prevent you farming or something, I don't know. Anyway, read the computer. There's a couple more emails, one revealing something weird about Morgan's behaviour, and she's slack-jawed and keeps forgetting stuff, which is a bit more backstory. And there's a transcribe on the table by that light, and then this brings us around to where we were before. This is the pipe that we jumped up. Now, I thought that I got the guy up here, but as you'll see in the next video, I did not. But there's a guy up here on the left. Make sure you investigate his body. There's also a couple of mimics. There's the first one. And the reason I guess I forgot about the guy is because there's this other mimic here, there, one of the cups, and it just sort of, well, you'll see, gets stuck and lost, and I don't really know where it's going. It's there, stuck in there, and then I think it falls through down to the soundstage. But yeah, see that guy next to that computer just down there. I've just walked past him now. Yeah, I definitely didn't get him, did I? Idiot. Don't forget to loot everything else though, and when you smash your way in here, there's a couple of frayed plastic tubings and a frayed wire. Used plastic tubings, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, the guy is right there, and I completely forgot to investigate him. He's got some bits and pieces on him. But we'll pick him up when we come back to clear out the Neuromod division. Anyway, down here, you want to wait for this cutscene to play out. There's a guy. This shows that the mimics will multiply. You go up to 4 when they hack someone in the face. And there's a medkit there that I completely missed also. Right behind us at the moment. You might see it when we turn around. There, just on the left. So don't miss that. There's 4 mimics, I think, in here. They can be almost anything, so just be wary. Quick save before you go in here. There is the start of a mission there as well. The corpse vanishes, which is set in the lobby in the trauma centre, at least the first stages. So we'll deal with that when we get to the lobby. For the time being, don't worry too much about it. Mimic there. There's a mimic in here somewhere. Those things are sometimes lootable and sometimes not. It's a bit weird. But there's the sim lab. If you don't want to deal with these guys or these mimics at all, from the previous room where we missed the med kit, you can actually jump up onto the pipes and just go through and drop the other side of the door. So if you don't want to be fighting these mimics, there's no need. But we're going to go for the Neuromod fabrication plan. That's super early. And the first Neuromod power that I take is going to be recycle, so that everything from day one is maximized with an extra 20%. I think the only chipset that gives you extra recycling stuff is the Adventurer's chipset, so you can't really get that very early in the game. I guess the first time you make it to the Arboretum would be the first time you could just bum rush crew quarters. Once you know where everything is, I suppose. But there's a phantom. You can hit him on the nose if you like. He will bug out. There's a thing there that needs repairing, but we're not going to worry about that. There's a glue gun here. Don't miss the canisters to the right as well as the gun itself to the left. And don't forget to loot the corpse. There's a mimic there that I spent far too long trying to kill, and he becomes free now. But I got him anyway. There's also a body up to the left, but we're not going to deal with that just yet. You can use this before you use repair by jumping up onto the back. For some reason only the back works. Then get the glue gun and shoot just one blob about halfway up here. Then jump onto that and then jump there. It's pretty straightforward. Down here there's a bin with nothing in it, spare part on the left, but you can also go there and tag all the mimics if you want. That's up to you. They're kind of a nightmare, honestly. I don't really like the mimics, but there's your spare part. If you wait long enough, you'll see what they transform into as well, and they'll get a little white arrow over them instead of a red one, so that you can track them. But here is a disruptor pistol and 500 ammo, which is going to be pretty useful, and some flowers that you can farm. Then we're going to drop down here. Don't miss the banana peels. There's another one there. Well, you can if you want. They just convert into some organic stuff, I think. But down here, there's usually 2 briefcases and one of them's a mimic. So if you glue gun them both first, then you can get a hit on like this, see? And then over here, there, one of these things is usually a mimic. It will either be a sign or a red thing. And this, the mission, everything you know is about to change to get that Neuromod will pop up as well. And then one typically turns into a sand skiff, but we're just going to grab the Neuromod there. And then that's everything you know is about to change. Super easy side mission. Now there's often 2 mimics down here. So just be wary that they don't try and eat your face at the same time. Also, as soon as you get close, one of them will scuttle up here, like that. So if you can do a better job of gluing him than I did, it'll be a lot easier. But I wasted a huge amount of ammo there. Wow. And then there's one more in here somewhere. There it is. So just wait to deal with him. Hiding around a corner and forcing them to come out is often an effective method, or you can wait till they do that thing where they like stand on one leg and get them that way. Anyway, that's about it in here, I think. No, it's not. There's one more. See, one of those three things at the end will be a mimic, and it'll be duplicated. Either the weird little candle holder, I guess, I don't really know, or the mop bucket thing. I mean, fundamentally, these bathrooms you're not going to miss much if you don't come in here. On the other side, you're going to need to come back. Sometimes one of the mimics jumps and knocks away out there, but otherwise you're going to have to come back with recycler charge or leverage one. But there's not much in there that you're missing, like a med kit and one other thing. See these two sand skiffs? One of them's a mimic. Boink. So watch for that too. Basically, just be saving every time you clear an area here. We're not going to pop into the conference room just yet, it seems. Maybe we are. I thought we were. Oh, this body up here that I mentioned by the glue gun. Don't miss her. She's got a bit of glue ammo on her. Yes, now into the conference room. I think there's like one or maybe two mimics in here. And this is on Nightmare. There we go. It's that book by the podium. There. Naughty, naughty mimic. And this room's a bit of a nightmare just because of the lighting. The thing that really annoys me about the camera is that, or about the brightness, is it's either super washed out or you can't see anything. Like if you get too close with it anyway, I'm not going to whine about that. It's otherwise a great game. Now, you might be tempted to spend one Neuromod on hacking there, but using level 1 hacking to get in, you still need level 2 hacking to access the computer, so don't worry, don't do it. Don't spend it on repair. We're literally going to save everything because we're going to bum rush through here. And as soon as you get to the office, you get some more Neuromods, and we're going to spend that on recycling before we use the fabricator. But for now, we are pretty much wrapping up, essentially coming through here and making it down the stairs and seeing the first big explosion will trigger the end of Breakout. Is that what the mission was called? You can also drink some water if you've lost a bit of health from fountains or water coolers. They will give you health back, or sinks. So in bathrooms, but right now it's only going to give you 1 health for drinking water. Later on we're going to get the bonus healing thing, which gives you extra healing from food, and it doubles the amount that you get from water, so you get 2 points back. Isn't it amazing? Anyway, that's the end of Breakout, and the next mission, An Office with a View, is going to be pretty quick. We basically just walk up here, get a turret, use it to kill some mimics, and then go straight to the office, because why not? On the right is that, and the whole of the lobby. We're going to explore and empty the lobby and all 20-odd Neuromods there. And on the left, the previous part, first day in the office. Anyway, that's it for now. See you in the next video. Bye!